Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today we are at Paper Perk number 6. So Paper Perks are, if you don't know, are the printables that you can download from the Facebook group Paper Perks. You have a link in the description under the video. You can go ahead and you can download the printable and then see what I make of it, or make whatever you want to make of it. But it's just a little weekly printable for you from me. So this is what we have this week. We're going to make a little folder. I'm going to cut everything and come back. Okay, so I have cut the large piece that is going to be the folder and 4 of the embellishments that are going to be paper clips. So first thing we're going to do is take a piece of dye paper and attach it to the back of our folder. Now, really a good tip for this is when you want to completely attach paper to paper, it is best to use a glue stick, which is a dry glue, and the paper will not buckle or wrinkle or anything like that, and it will hold. If you have a sewing machine, you can later sew it around the edges if you want. So this is the side. So I'm going to attach it. And then cut around the edges and ink these edges and these edges. So we have all these inked. Now we can go ahead and fold it in half. And then I always like to ink the fold line as well, and on the inside okay. So now we have that ready. Now what we want to do is make little strips that will carry or hold the paper clips. So I'm going to use the same, let's make them about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to have 4. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink 3 edges, because one edge I'm going to cut away after I attach it. So that one is going to be inked at the end after I cut it out. So I'm going to ink all the edges and be back. So what I did is I cut one strip. I only needed 3. I cut one strip in half, and now let's attach. So these are going to be holders, so we need to be able to insert things. So what we're going to do is put some glue on the top, align it with the edge, and then cut it out, cut the excess off. And now we can put the glue on the other side and attach, making sure, of course, it is straight. We can also ink the edge now, and we're going to do the exact same thing with the other one. Put the glue, making sure it is straight. Okay, so now we can do the same here. We're going to attach them horizontally. So one here Always make sure that it folds properly. And let's just attach the other one as well. And once we have that, we can ink and let it dry while we make our paper clips. Oops, I lost one. Okay, so for the paper clips, you have two ways to make them. First, I want to see that they're not. Let's decide which one goes where. So this one will go here, this one will go here, and these two here. Okay. So the easiest way to make this is first to glue, cover it with a piece of paper. And you see that I don't put glue here because that is where I want to insert my paper clip. Let's do this right now. So put the long one in and the other one out. And you can leave a little bit if you want to hang something. And then just cut around it like this. Moved a little bit, then this side is not visible, so you don't really need to ink it or something. If you want, you can add a little piece of maybe cheesecloth if you want to embellish it a little bit. Add a little bit of texture. I have here some of the words that we used last in last printable number 5. So I'm just going to cut out the word growing and then add that on top. You don't have to embellish, they're pretty much already embellished, but you can if you want to have a really lovely pattern. So okay, love how that looks. And then you let's add a little bit of a dangle. So I've added a little dangle. This one can go in there, or can go in there, whatever we want. The other way to make these is to use something like this. This one is slightly too wide, so we can just make it slightly narrower. And then we're going to attach it to our paper, but we're going to leave a margin here like this. We want that space. And then we're going to insert that inside the paper clip. So we're going to insert that in there like this. And then we're going to fold it around like this. Let's just fold it first. like this. And then we can glue it down. Okay, so now you have a sort of a dangling that can go. You can add maybe another piece of cheesecloth if you want, maybe on the side this time. Don't have to, just a little bit of texture, and maybe add a few pearls. That will add to the look. Like this. This one can go in here. And then I'm going to make the other two and then come back to you. So this is the final one. You can just go in there. So this is a really cute project that you can, first of all, you can make this as is, send it to someone with lots of embellishments inside, add even more, and can be a nice happy mail for someone. Of course, you can add all kinds of other embellishments to the paper clips, and we're going to add them to our let's just take this piece. I want to tear it. I want to add this one to my journal here. Ink the edges a little bit. Maybe add this piece too. If you're making a junk journal, then you should use all the leftover scrap and junk, right? Here and here, and then we can add our fun folder. Onto the page. Can even add this to the front or here. Let's add it. Keep going. Can add that too. then you have a really cool page in your junk journal. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I really hope that you like this printable and this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. I remind you again to get the printable in my Paper Perks group. There is a link under the video in the description. You can go ahead to go to the group and download the printable. Excuse me. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.